Canelo Triple G. The big fight. Canelo's coming off of a loss. Triple G's coming of a victory. Murata. A lot of discussions were talked about Triple G. Obviously, his age apparently looked even close to 40. We talk about Canelo, that loss versus Bivol. It's a big matchup.
Huge fight. I mean, those last, like you said, the win and the loss really changes a lot about people's perception of the fight. Canelo had that air of invincibility about him, didn't he, going into the Bivol fight? I knew how tough that fight was, but everyone just presumed Canelo's a pound-for-pound king. He can go up 2 divisions, 1 division, well, he just keeps winning. And he lost. And I think that air of invincibility has gone from Canelo Alvarez for now. So Triple G will be looking at that. And people can criticise the performance against Murata. He was out for 400 days. He went to Japan to fight the world champion, started slow, and then went through the gears and beat him up and stopped him. I thought it was a good performance. So this fight is going to be absolutely brutal. There is no way this fight goes 12 rounds this time, because Triple G knows this is his last roll of the dice. Canelo Alvarez wants to be spiteful against Triple G, and tomorrow I want to see that at the press conference. I'm going to do all I can to get it out of them, because they don't like each other. So let each other know, rather than little comment here in the media. Here he is. Tell him. So I might not be very popular tomorrow, but I want to build this up. It's one of the biggest fights I've ever been involved with. One of the biggest fights in boxing, and I really think it'll be a thrill. I think it'll be the best one of the 3.
There's a lot at stake for Canelo. If he beats Triple G, everybody's going to say, well, he was supposed to beat him.
Of course, yeah, but that's what they always say, right? So if Canelo would have beaten Bivol, everyone would have said, yeah, but it's a Bivol, it's like, they always find an excuse. Look at the resume of Canelo Alvarez. It's unbelievable. So he wanted this fight. The first 2 were epic and very tough fights. He wanted this fight. So he just continuously, we signed this deal before the Bivol fight. So really he had the choice. What do? Do you fight Triple G or do you try and rematch Bivol? Well, the answer is I want to do both. But this is my chance for the Triple G trilogy. People want to see it. You still get hardcore people in boxing going, oh, I'm not that excited about the fight. Fuck off. Do me a favour. It is a fucking war. And it will unfold on September 17th. And everyone will be watching. People keep talking about different fights being bigger. There's 2 worlds, right? There's the world that you and I live in every day, which is the hardcore boxing world, because that's what we are. And then there's the big world, right? And so many big fights in the hardcore boxing world, people sort of lose sight of actually how big they are on a global scale. You're talking about 2 icons in Canelo and Triple G that have given us 24 rounds of brilliant entertainment, and they're going to give us not 12 more, but they're going to give us however many it goes.
You're saying it's not going to go 12 rounds, so we're expecting a knockout. Does Canelo need to make a statement going for a knockout? And what can we expect?
I just think he wants to. And again, we'll see how honest he is tomorrow. He wants to knock him out. He wants to beat him up. And I think Triple G, who feels like he won the first 2 fights, will feel like I have to do more. I'm going for the stoppage in this fight. I think it will catch fire from the first bell, and I think it will be a brutal fight.
Obviously, you talked to Canelo numerously throughout the days, and provided he wins this fight, are we going to continue seeing him at 168, or could we possibly see him at 160? I can't see him not wanting to rematch with Bivol. But, see, one thing also, which is really important for people to know, is Bivol is ready to fight for the undisputed. There's a lot of smoke and mirrors in boxing, right? Where people say, yeah, Beterbiev, he's ready, he wants to become undisputed. What are you waiting for? We've got no fight scheduled with Bivol. So yeah, they've got a mandatory that's not really a mandatory, but they're choosing to take it in yard. Let's do the undisputed next. Why do we have to wait? So the fact is people know now how good Dimitri Bivol is. Dimitri Bivol is the best 175 pounder in the world. Beterbiev's a beast, by the way, but he don't beat Dimitri Bivol. So let's make that fight now. September, October, November. No waiting, because if we wait, what's going to happen is Bivol's going to make a defence in September, October, and then we're going to do the Canelo Alvarez rematch.
So if you want to be undisputed, strike now. Don't talk about other fights. Let's make the fight. And I back Dmitry Bivol every day against Beterbiev, who is a great fighter, but Bivol is a special fighter.